Grace and peace, may God richly bless this study and all those who come to listen it. We are answering Brother Nyron Medina, who is given a false prophecy because of quotations from Sister Ellen G. White, who got it from J.N. Andrews, who made a very serious mistake in his calculation of who is the image of the beast, right? So we are going to expose this and we are going to show you what he is saying, and we will quote J.N. Andrews to show the truth about this whole thing, right? When I say the truth, I mean in regards to what they are saying, which is wrong. All right, listen to this.
Verse 12 again. He exercised all the power of the first beast before him. Okay? And causing the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Now we're going to break down. Watch.
Okay, so what we will show here, I want to just show here. Verse 12. And he, America, exercised all the power of the first beast. The first beast is the papacy or the Roman Catholic organization before him. And you see this before here, it means in the sight of him. So America, the lamb-like beast, the he here, is going to heal the deadly wound of the first beast. Because in Revelation chapter 13, you will see that this beast here receive a deadly wound. In verse 3, it says, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. That is in 1798. And his deadly wound was healed. So the healing is just about to happen, right? And so who will go before Congress? And he exercised all the power of the first beast. The first beast is going to go before him, the American Congress. That is what. And it's going to cause the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. So when the deadly wound, when the Pope, the first beast, goes before Congress, this happened already in 2015 when Pope Francis went. It will have to happen again to show who have to go before Congress, right? And it is going to heal the deadly wound, which means Congress is going to now make the papacy have temporal power again, which they lost in 1798. They lost those things in 1798, right? And Congress is going to bring it back, America. All right? So let's just listen a little bit. So one of the members in thusia, brother by the name of Brother Reynold Gomez, he is showing that it is really what? The papacy must have some sort of influence in this whole thing. And you will see Brother Nyron will use Sis.White quotation to show what the Bible is saying. No, brother, no. Watch what Brother Ray is saying first.
Go ahead. Yeah. As I said, it is clear from the prophecy as to who is the instrument for bringing miracles. But what I'm saying here we have been told, and he exercises all the power of the first beast. So right. Before him.
Right.
The first beast. Right.
In his sight.
Power there is authority of the papacy, papal principles.
You're correct, brother.
Papal principles that this beast is going to exercise.
Yes.
You understand? To deceive the world. So I was just taken into contemplation. Here you have this Heritage Foundation, as you rightly showed here.
Right.
It's a think tank. That's right. That is there to seeking to influence federal government policy. Right? It is a think tank. So we just can't diminish the position of the man being a president as if he didn't have no kind of influence.
Exactly.
That would be a deception.
Of course.
The man has influence.
Yes.
And the influence the man has there is one in which papal policies will be at work.
Yes.
However, it is the false prophet which is the evangelical who will be doing the miracles.
There is point because I know we touch a lot on the miracles. I know he acknowledged that it's the Protestants who are doing the miracles and so forth here. I think in going through it, because we do know that Sis.White said that Protestants would reach across the gulf and pass hands with the papacy and whatnot.
Right. So you see that there, right? It is Sister White who said it. And this is the problem here. Okay? I would like to quote this book here, Light Bearers to the Remnant. This is an Adventist history book, right, of the pioneers and whatnot, on page 172, under the topic of doctrinal development. Look at what they are saying, the topic of this part here. Study during the early 1850s convinced J.N. Andrews that the beast, the third angel was warning against, was that mentioned in the first part of Revelation 13. This he, along with many other early commentators, identified as the papacy. Andrews then went on. So the first beast in Revelation 13 is the papacy, 1 to 11. Andrews then went on to conclude. You see what he's concluding? No Bible study. He just make a conclusion. To conclude that the image was corrupt Protestantism backed by civil power. This is what J.N. Andrews did. And this is what Sister White took up in her writings and say that the image to the beast is corrupt Protestantism. The Bible tells us that after the mark of the beast, when the deadly wound will be healed, right? The deadly wound will be healed in chapter 13 and verse 12. When the deadly wound is healed, right? I'm not getting it so clear here, but let me just read it, right? It says here in verse 12 that after the healing of the wound, the Protestants is going to do miracles, right? It says here, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, the governments, that they should make an image to the beast. So this is after the healing of the deadly wound, right? And the image of that will be a replica of the mark that was passed. You see? So an image, you understand, is when they are doing the miracles to call for the image. They are not doing the miracles to call for the mark. And this is the mistake in Protestantism, that they are saying that doing the miracles to call for the mark. That is wrong. Okay, so you will see that he's going to quote a quotation to prove his point.
This quotation from Sis.White, which is what I really want to know. I saw that the two horned beasts, manuscript 1550. I saw that the two horned beast had a dragon mouth, and that his power was in his head, and that the decree would go out of his mouth. She said, then I saw the mother of Hannah, that the mother was not the daughter, but separate and distinct from them. She has had her day, and it is past. And her daughters, Protestant sex, were next to come on the stage and act out the same mind that the mother had when she was first in the disease. You see?
So we are clearly seeing that they are using a quotation to do away with scripture. May God help them. Amen.